side and let me share the screen. Okay. So if you like it or if you don't like it, security admin means these are the 16 permissions. Okay, you cannot add permissions to this 16, you cannot remove permissions from this 16th list. Okay, right? So this is called fixed server roles, but we can do a customization. Okay, so you can create a customized server roles. What are the permissions you want, you can group it together. That is called customized server role, and this feature has been introduced from SQL Server 2012. Okay, from 2012 you can create your own roles, your own server role. Whatever permissions you want, you can happily add permissions, you can remove permissions from that role to that role. Okay, so how to create customized server roles? Just go to server roles, right click on it. There you can see new server role. From 2012 only you can do this. 2008, 2008 or to 2005 you cannot create customized server roles. Okay, right. So this is the role name. Usually by default, if you don't give any name, it will come with a date and timestamp. So let me give, okay, app develop roles. Okay, server role, app dev server role. Okay, so just to be realistic. Okay, so this is the server role name. In the organization they will tell you, but in the organization what we are going to do is they will give, the developers will give some script for us. Hey, please create a customized server role. This is the script. Simply you have to download the script and you have to copy that script to the server. You have to execute that server role script. Okay, automatically it will create a customized server role with whatever permissions they want. Okay, fine, right? So this is the server role name, but you have to know how to do it using okay, GUI also, right? So that's why we are discussing. Sometimes if they don't provide script, again you have to do in a GUI way. Okay, but they will tell you what permissions. See, what permissions they need, they have to tell. If they don't give script, that's okay, that's fine. But what is meant by customized server role? Okay, you can choose your own permissions, right? Whatever permissions you want, you can choose, you can group together all the required permissions, you can group together, right? So they have to tell what permissions they need for this role. So once we got that permissions list, then you can create a server role with their own permissions, right? Okay, so here if you see endpoints, on endpoints what and all permissions you want, you can add here. On logins, what and all permissions you want, you can log in, you can add here. See here, grant, with grant, deny. Okay, on servers whatever permissions you want, you can give here. Okay, you can see on servers we have a lot of permissions. Okay, so let me maximize this window. Yeah, okay, on server, if you choose servers, so you can see these are all the permissions that are there that you can give on the server. Okay, see, grant administrator bulk operations, grant with grant, deny. View any database, grant with grant, deny. Unsafe assembly, some of them we are not going to use, so nothing to worry. Shutdown, what I want to give is I just want to deny. A member of this role, this app dev server role, okay, cannot shut down my SQL server. If I don't give this permission, then also he cannot shut down the SQL server. But what is the risk factor here? What is the risk factor here? If anyone by mistake gave shutdown permission to this role, members of this role can shut down my SQL server. So I strongly decided no one other than DBAs can shut down my SQL server. So I gave deny. So in case if someone gave select permission, grant permission also to shut down, okay, but as deny is there for them, deny only will work even though they have shut down permission. As they have deny only will work, so they cannot shut down the SQL server. Clear, guys? They cannot shut down the SQL server. So this is how deny will be used. Okay, so like this, how, what are permissions you want? Okay, you can simply select the permissions. Either you want to give grant permission with grant, or okay, create any database, I'll give grant permission. Okay, so just I'm giving example. Don't think like why my sir is giving permissions, some of the permissions grant, why deny, nothing like that. Just I want to show you whatever permissions you want, you can add it from the list. This is the list. From this list, whatever permissions you want, you can add it, either grant or deny, that is your wish. Okay, just I am showing Customized server role is nothing but a collection of customization, like collection of some customized permissions. Okay, you can add permissions to the role, you can remove permissions from the role. That is called customization. Whereas fixed server roles, we cannot do that. There is no such feature for fixed server role. That's why they are going to call it as fixed server roles. The permissions are fixed, but whereas customized server roles, you can add your own permissions. Okay, depends upon the requirement. You can grant it, you can revoke it, you can with grant it, you can deny it. Revoke means what? If you remove this permission, that is called revoke. That's it. Revoke means what? Taking back the permissions. Selecting means giving permissions. Grant means giving permission. If you remove the permission, that is called revoke. Sir, don't ask where is the revoke button, sir. Okay, revoke means just revoking grant permission. Revoke means revoking deny permission. Whatever permissions you gave, taking back those permissions is called revoke. Okay, clear guys? Any issues, any doubts here? So I'll give create any database. Okay, is grant. Connect to SQL Server, grant. Sorry, connect to SQL Server is grant. Like that, I'm going to choose some of the permissions. Alter any endpoint, view definition, alter any login, grant. Okay, alter any definition, alter any resources, alter server roles, alter any server role, alter settings, alter linked server, view server state. So like that, some of the permissions are there. Okay, I just gave grant with grant. Alter any database is there, right? Alter any endpoint, alter any database. This I am going to give deny. Why? Because if you alter it, might be you may delete the database, and also that's why I decided to give you alter deny permission, alter any database. I just added 4 or 5 permissions to this role. If you want to add any members, just go to members section, add members now only, or else later also you want to add, you can add it. Okay, simply click OK. Now server role is created. See here, earlier you can see only this 8+1 server role. Now you can see, okay, the new server role also. Okay, right? So now let me go to this logins. How can I add Afifa into the new customized server role? How can I add it? How can I add any login into the server role? Or else how can I add any member to the server role?
Double click on Afifa.
Okay, double click. Then
server roles.
Server role.
okay, server roles. Then
We have to select the app dev server roles option.
okay, very good. Okay, so we have to select app dev server roles. Okay, so if you remember it or not, let's just remove sysadmin just for practice purpose. Okay, remove sysadmin and app dev server roles, right? And let me give server admin here. What is the main permission for server admin? Can anyone tell me? What is the main permission? There is very important permission for server admin.
Sir, it is
Added
using
member
to start
to
or stop the
server,
service.
sir. Shutdown, sir.
Very good,
SP
Afifa.
configuration, sir.
Very good, Afifa. Very good, super. Okay. So shutdown permission is okay, is important. That is very important permission. Shutdown. Okay, server admin, member of server admin can shut down the SQL server. Now, if you see app dev server role, shutdown is denied. For server admin, shutdown permission is there. Now, can Afifa shut down the SQL server or not? Afifa is a member of server admin, and Afifa is a member of app dev server role. App dev server role permission. So deny shutdown permission was denied in the app dev server role. So indirectly, Afifa is having
She
denied
cannot
permission for shutdown SQL server. But she's a member of server admin. Now Afifa can shut down the SQL server or not. Just try it,
No,
guys.
sir, she cannot.
She can't
She
do,
cannot, sir, because she have a deny in shutdown, sir.
Very good. Okay, so let's try.
Shutdown
with-
option ఇచ్చిన పాప deny లో ఉంది, sir. That's why she cannot do the shutdown.
Okay, very good. Okay, so let's try 1, 2, 3. Okay, so this is Afifa session, right? Open a new query window from Afifa. What is the query to shut down the SQL server, guys?
SP.
Shut down the SQL server.
Only shutdown.
Okay.
Only
Sir,
shutdown.
Shut down. Okay, just shut down.
shutdown. Correct, sir.
Just shut down. Okay, there is no query. What is the query to start the SQL server.
We
Like to,
don't have the query, sir.
okay, to stop it, we are going to use
Can
shutdown.
start the services.
And that is okay. Without services, can we start the SQL server using a query like this?
No, sir.
So we
Okay.
have only query to shut down the SQL server. Logically, if we have query to start the SQL server, where you are going to run it? SQL server is down, right? If SQL server is up and running, then only you can run any query. As currently SQL server is up and running, you can run shutdown query so that SQL server will be down. Okay, even though if you think there is a query to start the SQL server from Management Studio, where you are going to run that query? If you want to run it, one session should be opened, right? If the server is down, how come you get the sessions from the SQL server? You will get the sessions only when the SQL server is up and running. If SQL server is down, no sessions will be entertained. Okay, so that's why there is no query to start the SQL server. So let me try now. Let me check whether Afifa can shut down the permission SQL server or not. So clearly you can see user does not have permission to perform this action. Okay, so if you go to this Afifa role, security admin, Afifa, if you remove from this app server role, click OK. Now Afifa can shut down or not?
Yes, sir.
Okay, now Afifa can shut down the SQL server. You can see SQL server shut down by request from login Afifa, and SQL server is shut down now. So you can see here SQL server is terminating this process. Not only this process, SQL server will terminate all the processes. Okay, now if you see here, you can see SQL server. Okay, currently it is showing up and running, right? This is the refresh button. Now you can see SQL server is down. Okay, so now you don't have any choice. Now either you have to start it from configuration manager, or you have to start it from services.msc, or you can use, okay, you can use command prompt also to start the service. Okay, so now you came to know the difference between a deny and regular permission. Clear, guys? Is it clear? Any issues, any doubts?
Sir.
Yeah. Okay. So that's how the customizer means. Customize server roles means simply you can add permissions. Later, I don't want to give okay permissions. Okay. Here, if you go to this server role, where is that? Where is that? Where is that? Right. If you go to this server role, later I decided to change some of the permissions. Okay. I just decided to change some of the permissions. General page, right? So here I want to remove shutdown permission. If you want to remove shutdown permission, you can happily remove shutdown permission. And if you want to add any other permission, you can add. At any time, you can change the permissions of the server role. That's why we have customization. That is called customization, right? At any time you want to add some of the permissions, you want to remove some of the permissions. At any time, you can do the changes to the customized server role, and same will be applied on the role. That is all about the server roles, guys. Any issues, any doubts, let me know, please. Then we'll jump into the database roles. Clear, everyone? Again, please try to see customize the server roles and fixed server roles. We don't use very regularly. Might be sometimes we may use customized server roles, but 90% we don't use fixed server roles. Why? Because no one needs those permissions. Just to explain, just to understand what is meant by server role and all. We just discussed all the roles, but of course, you should know how to add a login into the server role. Why? Because sometimes we have to add some of the logins in the sysadmin role. So like that you have to add. So I have a question for all of you guys. Okay, let me go like this. Okay, Afifa, go to server roles. You just checked someone gave permissions to Afifa like this. So now tell me, is this correct or wrong? I need answers from Anusha. I need answers from Anusha and Divya. Okay, tell
Sir,
me.
can you tell me once again, sir?
Someone gave permissions to you like this. Okay, they just added you into all the roles, all the server roles. So now tell me, is this correct practice or worst practice?
This is worst practice, sir. We cannot give like that every permission.
So,
Why
we need-
so
highest privilege permission, sir.
If you are giving sysadmin, that's we are getting all the permissions. So doesn't need all this. If you are giving sysadmin is enough. If you want to give it.
Anusha, what is your answer? Is it correct? Anusha, Divya, just try it, no problem.
No, sir, it's not correct. Sysadmin is only.
Sysadmin is enough. If I want to give all permissions, sysadmin is enough.
You can do that, system.
Okay, Divya, can you try it? Just no problem. Whatever you know, just try it. Can we give like this? Divya? No problem. Yes, sir. No, no problem. You can tell me yes or no. Okay. No, sir. Okay. So yes, the answer is no, you cannot give like this. Okay. So like this is not correct. Okay. Like this is also not correct. Any combination with sysadmin is not correct, guys. Any combination with sysadmin is not correct. Okay, this is also not correct. Setup admin, sysadmin. What is the need? If you are sysadmin, what is the use of the setup admin again? If you are a sysadmin, what is the use of the security admin? Sysadmin combination, any combination with sysadmin is not correct. Okay, security admin, sysadmin not required. If you are sysadmin, you can do all the things, right? Again, why we have to add you into the security admin? So sometimes you can see like this, multiple roles, they are going to add multiple roles. That's fine. Now tell me, okay, now tell me, Divya, now you tell me, is this correct practice or worst practice? Now tell me. Can we give like this? Yes.
Yeah, even though same thing happens.
No, sir,
Yeah,
this is a-
we are giving all
No, sir.
permissions. You can say, instead of giving sysadmin, we are giving all the permissions. Same thing. Yeah, we done whatever we have passed. We done same.
But this is not the worst practice, right? Of course, there is an alternative for this. You can give simply sysadmin. But this is not wrong
Okay.
thing, right? So last one
Yeah.
is completely wrong.
Yeah.
Right? Giving a combination of sysadmin and other server roles are completely wrong. But this is not worst practice. At least you can give it. Yes. Of course, adding a member into all the roles or adding that particular member into sysadmin, both are equal. But this is not a worst practice, at least, right? So
Yeah.
this is how you have to understand the roles like this, guys. So sometimes you can see a sysadmin combination with other roles and all. You can straight away remove the permission. If you see, okay, any other roles with sysadmin, straight away, no need to take any permission from anyone. If you see like this, you can remove all other permissions. You can simply keep it sysadmin. Okay, right? And again, if you see like this, other than sysadmin, if it is selected for all the roles, don't remove these permissions and don't directly use sysadmin. Keep it as it is. But if you see any combination with sysadmin, remove that extra combination, keep it sysadmin as it is. Right? Clear, guys? Any issues, any doubts? Right. This is all about your server roles. Okay, let's quickly jump into the database roles. What is meant by database role? See here, okay, Afifa server role means on server level what and all things she can do that defines the server role. Okay, server role means all the permissions are related to the server, SQL server. Don't think like Afifa is a member of, okay, any database. Imagine, okay, now imagine go to user mapping. Okay, go to user mapping. Now, even though Afifa is server admin, by default she will have only shutdown permissions. Okay, remove that as well. Okay, let me remove it. Now Afifa doesn't have permissions. Can she connect to SQL server? Afifa doesn't have permissions. Can Afifa connect to SQL server?
Yes, sir.
Afifa is not a member of any server role. Can Afifa connect to SQL server?
No, sir. Yes,
No.
sir.
No, sir, how can she?
She doesn't have a permission, sir.
She don't have permission, sir.
I need answers from everyone. Afifa is not belongs to any server role. Can she connect to SQL server or not? Just tell me yes or
She
no.
cannot. She can connect, sir.
She
Default
can connect,
public
but
is
she can't any permissions. She
Sorry.
can connect.
Okay. So the answer is okay. She can connect, guys. This point we have already discussed in the early of the security discussion. Okay. Even though you are a member, even though you have a connect permission, you are a dummy login.
But they don't
Okay.
have permissions. They don't do anything.
Yes. Okay. Once I just created you a login for you. Once I created a login for you, even though if I don't add you in any of the roles, still you can connect to SQL Server. Why? Because a dummy login, a default login by default, once I create any login by default, it will get a default permission called connect to SQL. Okay. Yes. Okay. Connect to SQL. By default, if you create any login, you will get connect to SQL Server. So you can connect to SQL Server, but you cannot do anything. You can connect to SQL Server, but you cannot do anything. Again, server roles are limited to the SQL Server. Only sysadmin can allow you to do anything on any database. Okay, means if you are a member of sysadmin, you can read, write data from any database to any database. Okay, if you are a sysadmin, you can access all the databases, guys. If you are a sysadmin, you can access all the databases, but I cannot make everyone a sysadmin, right? Fine. So what I have to do in case if you want to access a database, I want you to access a specific database. I want this Afifa to access a specific database. How can I do that? That can be achieved using database roles. How we have server roles in the SQL Server. In each database, we will have database roles also. If you expand any database, if you go to the security of any database, there you can see roles, there you can see database roles. These are the database roles. 9+1 database roles will be there. 9+1 database role. Okay. So what are those? DB underscore means database role. Okay. So for every role you can see DB underscore. So if you see DB underscore means you may ask, sir, how to identify the difference between a server role and database role. Database roles usually prefixed by DB underscore. DB underscore access admin, DB underscore backup operator, DB underscore data reader, data writer, data admin, deny data reader, deny data writer, owner, security admin, public. Some of the roles are common. Okay, security admin is there in the server role also. Security admin is there in the database role also. Okay, so what are the other roles? Access admin is not there. Okay, the security admin is common between your server role and the database role. But don't think like both will act as same. That security admin is different. This security admin is different. This is database level security admin. That is server level security admin. Clear, guys? Yes.
Both have public, sir.
Yeah, both have public. Very good. Both have public. This is public database role. That is public server role. Both have public. By default, a login is a member of public server role. By default, who is the member of public database roles? Can anyone tell me?
DBO.
That is okay.
DBO.
That is okay. Who is login is a member of public server role. In the same way, what are the equal entity for login in the database level? Sorry.
Computer.
Database user.
Very good. Users. Users. What is the equal entity for login in the database level? User. So a login is a member of server role, public server role. In the same way, a user is a member of public database role. By default, any user is a member of public database role. How public server role will behave in the server level? In the same way, public database role also will behave. So whenever I gave access to anyone, automatically that user, once we gave access to any login on any database, it will create a user, right? That user by default, it is a member of public database role. Right? Clear? Right. So to check the permissions of a server role, we have SP underscore SRV role permissions. Okay, fine. So to check the permissions of a database role, what stored procedure we have? SP underscore DB fixed role permission. Don't give any spaces. Okay, DB fixed role permission, and just drag and drop this role. Check what and all permissions are there for this access admin. So you can see, no problem. We just shut down the SQL Server last time, right? Run it again. You can see there are 3 permissions are there. By default, server role having one feature. Each server role is having one permission. What is that permission? Default permission. By default, each server role will have one common permission. What is that? Add member to that role, add member to that role, add member to that role. Each role will have this permission by default. Okay. But whereas database roles, you cannot see that permission. Add member to database role is not possible. Okay. Only DB owner. How sysadmin is powerful in the server level, DB owner is powerful in the database level, guys. Okay. How sysadmin is there, you can compare and learn so that you can easily remember. Sysadmin is powerful in the server level, DB owner is powerful in the database level. So if I added you on the DB owner, like if I added you in the DB owner role, in the database level, you can do whatever you want. If I added you in the server role, sysadmin server role, on the server level, whatever you want, you can do. If I added you in the database owner role, you can limit it to that particular database only. Whatever you want, you can do it, but you can do it only in that particular database. You cannot touch other database.
సార్
Clear? Yes.
ఇంకోసారి చెప్తారా సార్ దీని గురించి డేటాబేస్
no
రోల్స్
problem.
గురించి?
No problem. Yeah. So database roles means, so we have 2 types of roles. One is server role. Server roles means, okay, on server, what and all permissions that you are going to enjoy is called server role. Means server roles are limited to the SQL server. Whatever you want to do on server level, you can do, but what is the star condition? You should be a member of any server role, either a sysadmin or any role. Server roles completely defines on the server level permissions. Is this clear or not? This point is clear, right? So if you have a server role, if you are a member of server role, that doesn't mean that you can access all the databases. Even though you are a member of server roles, that doesn't mean you can access all the databases. Only for one role that is possible. What is that role?
Sysadmin, sir.
Sysadmin. If you are a member of sysadmin, then only you can access all the databases. In other scenario, why? Because what is the main challenge here? I cannot make everyone as a sysadmin. Then they can delete the tables, they can delete the databases, they can delete the logins, whatever they want, they can do it. They can change the passwords of other logins. Risky, right? So I cannot make everyone as a sysadmin, right? But only if you are sysadmin, then only you can access all the databases. If you are a member of any role, you cannot access the other databases. For accessing the database, you should be a member of any of these roles. For accessing the databases, you should be a member of any of these roles. If by default, any login, I told you, right? Any login by default, it will get connect to SQL permission. Let me remove permissions to Afifa. Okay, public and user mapping is doesn't have any permissions. Okay, so now Afifa doesn't have any permissions. Can Afifa connect to SQL Server? She is not a member of any role. Can she connect to SQL Server?
Yes, sir. She connects.
She can connect to SQL Server. Why? Because I told you a dummy login. Okay, a dummy login by default will get permission, connect permission to SQL Server. So she can happily connect to SQL Server. But Afifa cannot enjoy any permissions. Afifa cannot expand any databases. She will get there. Afifa cannot expand any databases. Afifa cannot read any databases. She will get there. Even though Afifa is a member of any server role other than sysadmin, still she cannot access the databases. Why? Because server roles are limited to the server. If you want to access the database, again, you should be member of that database roles, any of the database roles. Clear? Afifa, is it clear? Still having confusion.
No, sir. No, it's
Database
clear.
roles are limited to database. Server roles are limited to servers. That's it. Right? So by default, Okay, to find the permissions of a server role, we have SP underscore SRV role permission, right? To find the permissions of a database role, we have a stored procedure SP underscore DB fixed role permission. Will tell you whatever permissions are there for the server role, sorry, database role. Currently, this database admin, access admin having 3 permissions. What it can do? It can drop the users from the database. It can grant DB access. It can grant database access to any user.
Revoke.
It can revoke DB. Of course, it can give means it can take back permissions, right? So it can drop users, other users, and it can grant database access, and it can revoke the database access. And again, guys, nothing to worry. No need to remember all these roles. But again, you should be aware that we have server role, database roles, and all. Okay, no need to remember what are the permissions are there for access admin. Not required. Just you should be aware of it. Yes, we have database roles. Yes, we have server roles. Okay, clear. So if Afifa is a member of access admin, can she delete? Afifa is a member of access admin in the Amazon database. Can she delete any user from Bash 39 database? Can she give access to Bash 39 database as grant DB access is there, right? Afifa is a member of Amazon database, guys. Now Afifa can remove any user from Bash 39 database or not?
No, sir. No, sir.
Think again.
Afifa is the only user of Amazon database only, not batch 39 database. Sir.
Okay, so yes or no?
No, sir.
No,
No,
sir.
Are you sure? Right. Okay, the answer is okay. The answer is yes. The answer is not yes, no. Okay, right? I told you, right? That is fixed. Okay, so Afifa is a member of, imagine Afifa is a member of Amazon database. She can do anything in the Amazon database only. She want to give access to any user, she can give access. But in the Amazon database only, she is limited to Amazon database. She cannot touch Bash 39, guys. Okay, don't misunderstand the concept. If you are a member of any database, whatever you want to do, you can do in that database only you can do. You cannot touch other database. You cannot remove users from other database. You cannot give access to other database. You are not authorized to do that. Clear, guys? So Afifa, see for example, okay, so how to add any login or user into a database role? Very simple. Go to again security, double click on Afifa. Okay, go to user mapping now. Okay, here you can see different databases and all. If you choose any database, this database roles will be enabled. Okay, choose Amazon, then you can see these database roles are enabled. And once you choose Amazon here, automatically I told you, right? Once I gave you access on any database, one user will be created with the same login name. In the Amazon database, now one user will be created. See here, now in the Amazon database, if you go to users, now you don't see Afifa user. By default, you can see these 4 users, DBO, guest, information schema, sys. Okay, so you can see all the 4 users. By default, those users will come once you install the SQL Server. Right. So once I gave access to Amazon database, once I gave access on Amazon database to Afifa, then automatically Afifa will get access to these database roles. You can choose access admin you want, you can choose it. DB backup operator you want, you can choose it. Whatever role you want, you can choose it. This is how we are going to add any user into the, now directly you are adding this user into this role. Even though you are going to log in properties and user mapping, the option is clearly saying user mapping. To which option, to which database role I have to map this user. So if you go to user mapping, choose the database, and automatically the user will be created. Afifa user will be created in the database. Okay. Then whatever permissions you want to this Afifa user, access admin, backup operator, data reader, data writer, whatever you want, you can simply give it. Okay, this is how we can give permissions to database role.
Sir,
Yes. Yes, tell me.
so previously there is there is no Afifa. Previously there is no Afifa user.
Yes, previously there is, if you want to see now, you can see. Okay. Yeah, Afifa is created. You can see immediately Afifa is created now under user section. Only for Amazon, you can see under Amazon, you can see. If you go to batch 39, you cannot see batch 39, security, users. See here, there is no Afifa. Only 4. As I gave access on Amazon database, okay, that's why you can see Afifa user under Amazon users list. Okay, you can see here Afifa, right? So once you give access on any database, remember guys, okay, this user will be created with that name, with the login name. But if you're a sysadmin, by default, you will get access on all the databases. But as discussed, it should use some user to access all the databases. What is the username that sysadmin is going to use?
Sir, meeting is going to be end, sir.
Yeah. Let me reopen the meeting.
That's why, yes.
Let me reopen the meeting. Please join with the same link. Okay.